This is Prime News, first at 5:30.
Kia ora, good evening. The most powerful woman in the world, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, made a whirlwind visit to New Zealand today on her way to this weekend's G20 summit in Brisbane. But the carefully stage-managed series of appearances turned decidedly awkward at this afternoon's media briefing.
The most powerful woman in the world getting the royal Kiwi treatment. German Chancellor Angela Merkel stopped into Auckland today on her way to Brisbane for the G20.
I very much welcome this conservationist effort that you're doing. New Zealand is doing a lot for preserving its natural habitat, but I'm also very much impressed by this business hub of Auckland.
It was a trip of convenience, marred by an awkward response by the PM when asked if New Zealand might be spying on the Chancellor.
If I was the Chancellor, I would rest assured she has nothing to fear on her phone calls in New Zealand. She's a great friend of New Zealand. If we have any questions of her, I'll just simply ask her. I think that would be the fastest way of resolving that issue. So she has nothing to fear.
Merkel didn't see the funny side but remained gracious after a full New Zealand welcome at Government House this morning.
We are countries who share the same set of values, and I think that becomes readily apparent when you see the great interest of young people from Germany who like to spend time here.
But the trip may get a less gracious reaction back home, Germans questioning the need for Merkel to come this side of the ditch.
It is not always easy for German politicians to travel to New Zealand because they don't get a favourable press treatment at home, because it's seen as a kind of a nice holiday junket for politicians.
Analysts are hopeful the Prime Minister focused on securing a free trade agreement with our fourth largest trading partner.
I think that we should also come out in favour of a free trade agreement between the EU and New Zealand. New Zealand has such agreements with China and many other areas of the world.
So the Americans are currently negotiating with the European Union. We are negotiating our Trans-Pacific Partnership. But it would be good for New Zealand also to have a deal with the European Union, because otherwise we're left out.
Regardless of whether Key can make inroads with Merkel today and at the G20, he's still notching it up as a win. She's the first German leader to visit New Zealand since 1997. Charlotte Bellis, Sky News.